The Los Angeles Galaxy are perhaps US football's most famous club. They kicked off an era of celebrity marquees coming to the MLS after bringing in David Beckham back in 2007. Fast forward to 2019 and the Galaxy have just come to the end of another marquee's tenure at the club, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Unfortunately for the Californian club, Zlatan did very little in terms of achieving silverware and more for building his own brand and telling Galaxy fans to go watch baseball instead. However, today we are going to take over the LA Galaxy and see if they can cut it in Europe, mainly because there's no Champions League in the USA in FIFA. Today, however, we rebuild the LA Galaxy. G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here. Welcome to our first MLS club rebuild of FIFA 20. And for the rebuild in this series, we're going to be putting LA Galaxy into the Dutch Eredivisie, mainly because I don't show the Dutch league enough love. We are going to be placing them with this club, RKC Waalwijk, just because they are currently last in the Eredivisie at the time of recording. But I'm very, very excited for this rebuild. Always love taking teams that are outside of Europe and rebuilding them. It's always a nice new challenge to see how the LA Galaxy cut it in Europe as well. But if you guys do go on to enjoy today's rebuild with the Galaxy, make sure you leave a like on the video. Also, if you are new around here, make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below. If you have not had the pleasure of seeing a rebuild video in the past, here are the rules. So the main objective is to win the UEFA Champions League. Every game in the rebuild is simulated except for the Champions League final. The transfers can be as unrealistic or realistic as we like. There's a big focus on the transfer window. And finally, of course, don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. There's the rules, let's get into the rebuild. So this is our starting lineup for the opening season. It's a very, very mixed and matched spot. Like, I don't think we might ever have to change Pavon. Like, I feel like Pavon could be here till the end as long as we win it in 7 seasons. But Zlatan's going to help for the first season, same with Alessandrini. But then there's areas like a 70 rated goalkeeper, 62 rated right back, despite him being 17. Like, we've got mixed and matched areas for sure. So this season I'll probably go for a new goalkeeper, a new left back, a new attacking midfielder, and a new centre back if I can. Let Araujo grow a little bit. He's only 17. He's got decent potential, but a lot of work to do here with Los Angeles. Getting some business done nice and early here. Our first signing as LA Galaxy manager is for Matías Oliveira, the Uruguayan left back, signing from Getafe for £8.7 million. And a new starting goalkeeper here, Florian Müller, coming across from the Bundesliga, signing from Mainz for £10.2 million. And on the very same day, a new starting centre-back coming across from the Premier League. It is the Croatian defender Filip Benkovic, joining us from Leicester City for just £10.3 million. I am very happy with that piece of business. And a player departure here, Dave Bingham off to Atletico Mineiro in the Brazilian league for £1.45 million. Arguably our biggest signing of the window so far, it is Nicolo Zaniolo joining us here from Roma, the young Italian wonder kid signing for £14.5 million. Very, very excited to see what he can do for us here at LA. Another player departure here as we sell Daniel Steers to Botafogo for £1.25 million. So a pretty busy start to life in charge of the LA Galaxy. Oliveira, Benkovic, Müller, Zaniolo all into the club. Bingham and Steers out of it. Our starting 11 looking a lot more rounded, I would say. Players still need to get replaced. Players still need to grow. But not a bad start. In terms of how we're going to go in the Eredivisie, I have zero idea, so we're going to get to the 1st of January and just find out that way. Okay, I'll definitely take that. We've had a very strong start to the Eredivisie season, finding ourselves in 5th position. We could honestly be playing Champions League football before we know it. We're in the hunt for European football. This season, Imagine how good it's going to be 3-4 seasons down the line. PSV currently lead the league, however, but it's a very, very tight title race. An upgrade to the right back position here in the January transfer window as we bring in Serginho Dest, an American right back from Ajax. £3.85 million for him. Very happy with that pickup. Dest joining us here. A nice pickup for the back line. Slowly but surely improving this side. Definitely been a strong start to life at LA Galaxy, but how are we going to conclude season number 1? Okay, third place in our opening season in Dutch football. You've got to love it. I think that means, well, obviously we're definitely going to be playing European football next year, but do we get Champions League football or is it just Europa League? We'll have to wait and see. I'm not always certain on how the Dutch football system works. Actually, you know what? Let me have a quick little Google. Oh, okay. So according to Google, first and second go to the Champions League qualifiers. Third and fourth just third goes to the Europa League qualifiers, and then 4th through to 7th goes to the Europa League playoffs. So, Europa League football next season. We lost the Orange Becker to Ajax on penalties. Man City took down Barcelona to win the Champions League. And Roma won an all-Italian final, beating Inter Milan 2-0. So, season 1 has definitely gone a lot better than I expected. Look at that, Alessandrini banging in 29 goals. You love to see it. We're going to be without Zlatan Ibrahimovic next season though, so we're going to have to replace him. But I'm over the moon with the start we've had at LA Galaxy. We begin this second season with LA Galaxy selling Jorgen Skelvik to Pacos Ferreira for £440,000. Zlatan Ibrahimovic retired, so it is a new striker joining us here with the LA Galaxy. It is going to be Daniel Mayen. A little bit of a downgrade on Zlatan, but obviously we couldn't get an 85 rated striker straight up. We've got a 79 rated man. The Dutchman joining us here for £24 million from Schalke. And Rodrigo Bicao joins the side here, the Brazilian defender, signing on from Udinese for £11.1 million. Giancarlo Gonzalez is headed to Belgium, off to Club Bruges for £2.85 million. And Rolf Feltscher is headed to Austria Vienna for £470,000. Shaking things up a little bit here as we have sold Jonathan Dos Santos to Hoffenheim for £9 million. The Mexican centre midfielder was a key part of our midfield, but we need the money to upgrade it and really take this squad to a new level moving forward. An American addition to our squad as we secure the signing of Tyler Adams from RB Leipzig, £14.5 million for him. Very excited to see what he can do for us here moving forward. A big window here. Mayen, Bacau and Adams all into the club. We've suffered some big injuries to Zaniolo and Muller, so that's going to affect the start of our second season. But let's see if we can potentially make a push for Champions League football halfway through this second season. We are sitting in 5th position here, halfway through the Eredivisie season. It's a similar start to what we had last year, but the worrying thing is that we're not even close to the title race or the Champions League race. Just gonna have to keep building and developing our squad, hopefully sneak back into the Europa League, but not a great start if I'm being honest. No business done in this January transfer window, however. Didn't really have much money to work with following our spending spree in the summer. Alessandrini's going down quite rapidly, which is frustrating, but let's see if we can salvage this second season. So we have scraped into the top 4, meaning it's Europa League football again. PSV and Ajax were just a level above ourselves this season. They clearly deserve to be the top 2 sides. They clearly deserve the Champions League spots. Maybe next year we close the gap, but we're building on the side we have. PSV did take down Ajax to win the Orange Becker. Liverpool beat Bayern Munich 3-1 to win the Champions League, and AC Milan beat Marseille to win the Europa League. I know we made the groups, but did we go further than the groups? No, we didn't. We got 1 win in the group stages, and we're eliminated by Bilbao and Trabzonspor. So that's season 2 done and dusted. Not a great season. We built on the squad a little bit, but definitely performance-wise, not our best at all. Let's crack on with season 3 and see if we can get back to success. Season 3 begins with another addition to the midfield. In fact, it is another American addition to the midfield. Weston McKennie, that is such an American name, joining us from Sheffield United for £28.4 million. We have decided to loan out Julian Araujo to Amiens. He wanted to move out on loan. It's probably for the best as well, so he gets an opportunity to grow, but we have loaned him out. Matt Lampson and Joe Corona are leaving the club. Corona off to Barnsley for £800,000 and Lampson off to Atletico PR for £340,000. We have a very old squad here at LA Galaxy, so I've gone ahead and put a lot of offers in for a lot of free agent players. 3 of them have accepted. Santiago Mare, a right back, a Brazilian right back, joining us here. Rodriguez Jimenez, an Argentinian midfielder, signing as well. And this guy looks like an absolute weapon. Another Argentinian midfielder, De Vecchi, 70 rated at age 19, joining us on a free deal as well. 2 more players coming in here. We have a Turkish striker, Mehmet Zeki Dursun, 64 rated. Look at that mullet. Oh, that is a respectable mullet there from the man. 64 rated, age 20. And then Alejandro Casado Conde, a 62 rated centre-back, just a squad filler, joining as well. Here we go. This is the signing that I really wanted the most. I am a little bit confident that we have signed Zlatan Ibrahimovic's regen, which is quite ironic, given the fact that we are, of course, LA Galaxy. But Isaac Ishizaki, a striker from Sweden, 66 overall. Welcome to LA. We are nearing the end of the transfer window, but we've still managed to squeeze in a new signing. It is Carlos Perez coming from Barcelona for £12.7 million. Well, that window was pretty damn wild. £41.1 million worth of talent into the club. £1.14 million out of it. Our squad is now extremely balanced. Players like Pavon, Mayan, Zaniolo, McKennie all breaking through. I am very hopeful, very ambitious for this season. Let's try pushing for a potential Champions League spot. This is what we want to see. Okay, we are tied up with Ajax in the title race for the Eredivisie here. 7 points ahead of PSV for the Champions League playoff spot. Definitely very happy with that. We need to make a second half push though. Ajax, the goal difference is only 4 goals better, so we're definitely in a very, very strong position here. I was thinking about making a pre-contract signing in this season, but we only had £30,000 or £37,000 to work with, so it wasn't really worth it. It wouldn't have been able to get somebody great in, so we're going to hold the side we have. Our defense is definitely lacking compared to our attack. The attack is actually getting very strong. Let's go see if we can win the Eredivisie here in the 3rd season with LA Galaxy. If you can't beat them, just steal their bloody manager. PSV want us. Rejected big time. Let's go. It is a 2-horse race between ourselves and Ajax, which we have emerged victorious in. We win the Dutch Eredivisie here, meaning we have qualified for the Champions League next season. And I mean, we could win the rebuild in Season 4. I don't expect us to. I think our defense is lacking quite a lot, but we have set ourselves up beautifully, finally broken through the mold, and we have won Eredivisie for the 3rd season. As we scroll down the table, here are the rest of the results. Of course, no 2nd division in the Dutch leagues in FIFA, so no relegation to worry about really. We have also won the Orange Becker 3-1 over PSV. Maybe this is an era of dominance beginning now. Liverpool have taken down Man City to win the Champions League final, and we won the Europa League. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Last year, last year we were absolutely dreadful in it. We didn't even get out of the group. This year we won the Europa League with LA Galaxy. Okay, we only just scraped through the group stage with Braga. In the round of 32, we took down Schalke. In the round of 16, we beat PSV on away goals. We beat Spurs in the quarterfinals, Inter in the semis, and Villarreal in the final. I am very, very surprised by that. So we went from a very disappointing season to a season that exceeded every expectation I had. Champions of the Dutch League with LA Galaxy, Europa League champions, Orange Becker champions. We did the goddamn treble this year, lads. That gives me a lot of hope for Season 4. A big upgrade to the defense here to kick off the 4th season. Thilo Kehrer joining us from Espanyol. £37.5 million for the German defender. A big upgrade there on Rodrigo Bacall. So just the one signing here. Just the signing of Thilo Kehrer. I want to see what our side can do, in all honesty, in terms of growth this season, because we've put together a good base. Pavon, what a blessing it was having him starting at the club. But Mayen, Zaniolo, all these guys absolutely killing it. I want a chance for our backline to develop. I want a chance for Perez to develop. We are in the Champions League this season though, so let's go and check out our Champions League group for the first time. Oh dearie me, this is a very tough group. Real Madrid, RB Leipzig and Spartak Moscow. We might be able to sneak into the second spot, but we've got to hope we can pick points up against Real Madrid and Leipzig. That's our only real hope. If we get out of this group, I'll be over the moon, but my expectations now are extremely low. We almost got through, but unfortunately we were unable to get past Leipzig. Real Madrid just absolutely walked the group, but we've been eliminated in the Champions League group stages. We might get another shot at winning the Europa League, but it's not going to be knockout football in Season 4. Halfway through the Eredivisie season, however, and once again, we are gridlocked in a title race with Ajax. PSV a little bit more into it this year, but ourselves and Ajax both tied on 52 points, exact same record. We're top of the league, however, because we have 3 goals better in the goal difference tally. So, again, a big push needed for the second half of the season. We are going to make a pre-contract signing in season number 5. Serge Gnabry will be donning the colours of the LA Galaxy, making the move from Bayern Munich on a free transfer. Very excited to have the German midfielder joining us. Serge Gnabry is going to change the course of the rebuild. Season 5 is going to be insane. Let's see what sort of a position we are in come Season 5. We've taken a step forward here, lads. Not a single loss, and Centurions, LA Galaxy, invincible Centurions in the Eredivisie this season. We win the league once again, only conceding 14 goals all season. We're playing Champions League football again next season. And with Gnabry coming in and surely a good piece of money behind us, we're hopefully just going to streak further in front here. We've won the Orange Becker for back-to-back seasons, taking down FC Utrecht 2-0 in the final. Barcelona end up taking down Liverpool to win the Champions League. We haven't been able to go back-to-back in the Europa League. However, where did we get eliminated? We got destroyed in the round of 32 by Roma. 5-1 by Roma in the round of 32. That is, not good. Absolutely killing it, lads. You love to see it. Centurions in the Eredivisie. We didn't have the most active window, but it was definitely a successful season. Look at that. 4 of our players in the top goal scorers in the Eredivisie. LA Galaxy taken over. Now let's take over the Galaxy itself. Our first signing of this 5th season is for another centre-back, Benjamin Pavard, coming across from Manchester United, £41 million for the Frenchman. We are in the qualification rounds here of the Champions League, and we've been drawn up against Rosenborg here in our first game. Are we going to get further in the Champions League? I think this is a 2-legged affair. We're going to simulate it regardless. The away leg here against Rosenborg is a 4-0 demolition job. Let's go. We have parted ways with Rodrigo Bacall, the Brazilian defender, joining Bournemouth for a pretty decent transfer fee, £42.4 million. I will definitely take that. All right, the second round of qualification here. We're 5-0 up. Was it 5-0? 4-0? I don't think it really matters, to be fair. If we lose, it was 4-0. If we lose, then yeah, we're going to have to be in a very bad position. But we are without Thilo Kehrer. Benkovic comes in. Are we through to the next round of the Champions League? Yes, we are. 5-0 on this one. 9-0 on aggregate. It is a whole new level of goalkeeper signing on, as we have brought in Gianluigi Donnarumma from AC Milan. the Italian goalkeeper, 91 rated. We've signed him for £76 million. That is insane. Welcome to LA. Got to go through another round of negotiations or another round of playoffs here. If this is what it's going to be like every season, I hope we just win it this season so we don't have to worry about it every other season. But the first leg against FC Basel, and we come out with a 3-1 win. 3-1 up here into the home leg. Surely this is going to get us into the group stages if we hang on here. We have Mayen back, no Zaniolo for the second leg, and it's a 2-0 win. We're headed to the Champions League group stages. Surely, lads, surely. Pavard and Donnarumma have extremely bolstered our defense. Bakau out of the club. Our starting lineup now very, very strong if we can actually show you it. This is what the starting 11 looks like. A lot of 88 rated players. A lot of players still with insane room to grow. And we are in the Champions League for the first time here. Let's go and check out our group. I would say a quite balanced group here. Obviously, Dortmund are our biggest competition, but clubs like Bruges and Sporting can definitely provide us a quite difficult experience. So we're in Group C. We're hopefully going to get out of Group C. But there's only one way to find out, as we're going to simulate to the 1st of January. Okay. Yeah, ourselves and Dortmund have absolutely warped the group there. We've conceded only 3 goals in this Champions League campaign in the group stages. Not a single loss. I'm actually very confident now. Who are we facing in the round of 16? Is it a big dog or is it a manageable opponent? We are versing RB Leipzig in the round of 16 of the Champions League. Definitely a challenge for us, but they're kind of a level below the likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona, Liverpool, all these insanely massive sides. Still going to be a big challenge. We are what? We've only conceded 4 goals in the Eredivisie campaign. 18 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses, 7 points clear at the top of the league. Yeah, we are just a different animal this season. No business done in this January transfer window. I'm actually quite interested to see if this side here can get very deep in the Champions League. I feel like we're maybe a season away from being serious contenders, but maybe we'll surprise ourselves this season. All right, here we go. It is a full strength starting 11 here. Players continuing to grow as we take on RB Leipzig, the first leg away in Germany. We grab our passports and the scoreline is a 1-0 win. They've got David De Gea and Luke Shaw. Oh my, they got a good side here, but it is Mayen getting us an away goal. We have a slight lead as we head to the home leg back in LA. A massive blow to our chances as Dest is injured for the next 2 months. And also Tyler Adams is suspended for this second leg. We have the lead, but our side is slightly weaker. Come on, are we through to the quarterfinals this season? Yes, we are. Wait, are we? Yes, we are. It's 3-1. Yeah, we are. I just had a massive brain fade there. Think I'm having an aneurysm, but we are through to the Champions League quarterfinals. 3-1 on aggregate. Oh dear. Okay, so we had Leipzig in the round of 16. It was a challenge, yes. But this time it is a whole new challenge. Barcelona in the quarterfinals. If we can get past Barcelona, then I'll consider us serious challenges this season. But it is going to be tough. Made even more tough by the fact that Dest is still not back in the side here. So the away leg at the Camp Nou. Pavard at right back. Adams back into the side. The scoreline is going to be a 2-1 loss. We have an away goal, but Barcelona currently ahead on aggregate. Look at that side they have. That is an insane team. This is definitely a challenge now. 2-1 down, still no Dest. Is our Champions League dream over in the quarterfinals, or can we somehow pull off a miracle here and get through to the semi-finals? A 1-0 win would get us through. Come on. Let's do it, LA. LA Galaxy. The scoreline is a 1-0 loss. We're eliminated 3-1 on aggregate here. in the Champions League quarterfinals for season number 5. The good news, however, is we get another opportunity to win the Champions League in season number 6, as we have absolutely obliterated the competition here in Dutch football. Ajax, our closest competition in the Eredivisie this season, 21 points behind us, 33 wins, 1 draw, not a single loss, only 9 goals conceded all season. That is insane. Absolutely incredible. We almost, like, the most points you can get in the Eredivisie is 101 points. Sorry, 103 it would be. No, it would be 102. Quick math. So they finished on 100. Absolutely buzzing with that. Here's the rest of the table, but we don't care about that because we have just obliterated everybody. No surprise as well to see us win the Orange Becca once again. 3-0 over Ajax in the final this time. And something that fills me with a lot more confidence as well is that Barcelona did go on to win the Champions League final on penalties against Manchester City. Tottenham have taken down Inter Milan to win the Europa League, I should say, this season. So that is another record-breaking season in the books. We have been Centurions in the Eredivisie, undefeated as well. Next season, though, I hope we can make it deep, if not all the way, in the UEFA Champions League. We have decided to make a new signing here to kick off the 6th season in our defense. Another upgrade here, Ruben Dias, joining us from Bayern Munich. The 87 rated centre-back signed for £60 million. And it's going to take the backline to a new level. We have sold Carles Perez to Liverpool for £120 million. The man is 84 rated at age 26. We've sold him for £120 million. Are you kidding me? I mean, I know he's going to grow more, but £120 million is ridiculous. So now, my mindset, I think our starting 11 is honestly good enough to win the Champions League this season, but I need to make sure that our bench and our reserves match. So we're going to spend a lot of money on a lot of signings and hopefully future-proof our side in case we get any injuries or suspensions. A new backup centre midfielder signing on here, Douglas Luiz, joining us from Aston Villa. The midfielder signs for £30.3 million. The backup right midfielder that we have elected to sign is going to be Yann Caramo. The Frenchman is joining us from Inter Milan for £34.5 million. And a new left winger here as a backup to Pavon. It is Milo Rashica, the Albanian, no, Kosovo. He's from Kosovo. The Kosovonian left winger is joining us from Bayer Leverkusen for £36 million. Boya Mayarol is going to join us as a backup striker here. We have signed him from Inter Milan as well, another player from Inter Milan, £30.2 million for the Spaniards. So we've been drawn up against AIK, I believe they're from the Swedish leagues, for the qualification rounds of the Champions League. Our squad is insane. Now we are without McKennie for the first leg here. He is suspended, but the scoreline is going to be a comfortable 3-0 win, which is exactly what we're after. Alright, time for the home leg now. We're 3-0 up. Surely we're going to get to the next round of qualification here. If we choke, I'll be surprised. There we go, a 2-0 win. But the worrying thing there is Zaniolo's injury. I hope he's not out for a long time. No DS and no Oliveira for the first leg here away at Celtic Park, as we take on, of course, Celtic. Come on, let's get ourselves to the group stages. We win 2-0 in the first leg. They miss a pen. That's a decent start. Alright, 2-0 up here. A win here gets us into the Champions League group stages for the second successive season. We are without Mayan, our key striker, so Mayarol comes into the starting lineup and it's a 3-1 win. We're back to the Champions League group stages. An insane transfer window here. I am so confident with our side. I mean, it doesn't really do it justice when we've got players injured and all that stuff, but so many players in the 90s. Our squad is just crazy good. Let's put Diaz back in there instead of Benkovic, but I'm so excited to see what we're going to do this season. Let's go and check out our Champions League group. I think just like last season, we are in a bit of a two-horse battle right now. It's ourselves, Juventus, Basel, and Moscow. If I was a betting man, I would say it'd be ourselves and Juventus headed to the knockout rounds, but All that I care about is ourselves getting through. Let's see how we go and if we're back to the round of 16 in 3, 2, 1. Top of the group again, let's go! Only 1 goal conceded in the entire group stages. We're doing better than last season. You know what? That is... Yeah, we've got a good side. Who are we versing in the round of 16 though? Leon! We are versing Leon in the round of 16. That should be an interesting matchup. 18 wins, not a single draw, not a single loss, and just 6 goals conceded in the Eredivisie season so far. We are killing it. No business done in the January transfer window. I think we all know we did most of it in the opening window. Our side, absolutely insane. Let's go take on Leon and hope that this is the season we get it all completed. Alright, a full strength starting 11 here for the away leg I should say, as we grab our American passports and head to France. Let's go, taking on Leon. Come on, a big result please. It's a 3-1 win. Pavon, Zaniolo and Mayan all getting us away goals. Tierney got red carded for them. We're in a good spot. 3-1 up here as we get into the second leg. Adams is suspended, so we are going to put Douglas Luiz into the side. Let's book our spot in the quarterfinals. That we do. Dest, McKennie, and Zaniolo all getting their names on the scorer's sheet. 6-1 on aggregate against Leon. Last year, we had a big challenge in the quarterfinals as Barcelona eliminated us. This season, it's another difficult challenge. We have been drawn up against Liverpool, who always kill it in the Champions League and rebuild. So we're going to have to take down Jurgen Klopp's men if we want to get ourselves into the semi-finals and beyond. The first leg coming up here, a full strength starting 11 out on the pitch. How are we going to go? We're at home, which I don't like. The scoreline is a 2-1 win. Pavon and Zaniolo scoring, but Dennis getting Liverpool away, an away goal makes me a little nervous. Okay. The second leg, we hold a narrow lead. Ruben Dias suspended for the game, so Pavard rejoins the starting 11. We're 2-1 up. Are we through to the semi-finals? Whoa! 4-0 at Anfield. Thilo Kehrer has picked up an injury, but we've won 4-0. What? How have we won 4-0 at Anfield and only 2-1 in LA? I'll take it. 6-1 on aggregate against Liverpool. We're through to the semi-finals. Last year, in the round of 16, we took down RB Leipzig, I would say quite comfortably. We get another shot at them, this time in the semi-finals, so I'm feeling confident, very confident. It is the home leg up first here. We are without Thilo Kehrer for the next few weeks, so it's an opportunity for Pavard to get back into the starting 11. The scoreline after the first leg's a 1-0 win for Leipzig. Leipzig have a 1-0 win. Christensen getting them an away goal. Maybe my confidence was falsely placed. That is a strong start there. Bloody hell, that's not good for us. We are 1-0 down here as we get into the second leg of the semi-finals. McKennie suspended. Still no Thilo Kehrer. The odds are stacked against us. We're one massive performance away from a Champions League final, but we're going to have to be on our A game. Are we through to the final? Yes, we are. 1-0 We're throwing away goals rule. I had to do some quick math there. 1-0 in the first leg to Leipzig, so it's 2-2 on aggregate, but we scored 2 away goals. Karamo and Nabry getting us through to the Champions League final to face either Barcelona or Atletico Madrid. Let's go! We are versing the side that eliminated us in last season's Champions League, the reigning champions Barcelona. Last year they beat Man City on penalties, but we're looking to dethrone the Kings. Let's go and win a Champions League title with LA Galaxy. Taking a look around the other leagues, Chelsea did take down Borussia Dortmund to win the Europa League. We have gone undefeated again in the Eredivisie. 34 wins, no draws, no losses, only 7 goals conceded all season. We are a cheat code in Dutch football right now. And I mean, no surprise to see us win yet another Orange Becker. We have destroyed it in Dutch football since we took over LA Galaxy. Here is a look at the squad report, however, ahead of the Champions League final. I must say, this would have to be one of the best sides I've put together in terms of the starting 11 and also the reserves. Our reserves cover every aspect of the field. Our starting 11, absolutely insane. So many players in the 90s. Our team, I am so excited to see how we do this season. Honestly, we have an incredible team, and it is now time for us to see what they can do on the pitch. It is Barcelona versus LA Galaxy in the Champions League final for season number 6. The LA Galaxy in the Champions League final, a sight we're never bound to see in real life, so let's make the most of it while we're here. Barcelona on the attack early in this game, just jockeying, not giving them a good angle. Good tackle there from Adams. Now let's hit them on the counter. Gonna go out to Pavon, bit of a hero in this rebuild. Pavon, here we go. Here we go. McKennie shoots, scores. What a start! We've taken the lead. 10 minutes into the Champions League final. We absorbed all of the pressure in the opening few stages. A huge tackle from Adams. Then we got the other end of the field and have scored with our first shot of the game. An absolute rocket there from McKennie, the captain. Great link-up play between him and our attack, between him and Mayen. What a finish. 1-0 LA Galaxy. Oh, they turned it over there. Zaniolo fakes, shoots, and it's in off the post. We capitalise on Barcelona's mistake. And it is going to be 93 rated. Zaniolo getting us a 2-goal cushion here in the Champions League final. I was not expecting that. What were they doing? They tried to play it out from the back. We skill, we shoot, and we score off the post. Good passing play here. Zaniolo green times it. What a goal! Oh my god! This man is so overpowered. We're 3-0 up after 32 minutes. I was like, screw it. Let's just have a shot. Zaniolo with the green time finesse. Look at that. The pass, the finesse into the top corner. You're going to have to get a broom to get the spider webs out of that top corner. What a finish. Zaniolo. We are killing Barcelona. Barcelona on the counter. Keita going to Bergwijn. Need to steal the ball from them. Can't give them away back into it. Thankfully, they pass it terribly. And now we're pushing up the field again. Barca sitting quite deep for a side that's 3-0 down in the Champions League final. Gnabry going here. Zaniolo. Mayen. 4-0. We're over Barcelona. Oh my god. Mayen has given us a 4-0 lead. We're going to win the Champions League final here. It has been complete and utter domination. One of the biggest results so far in rebuild history. The passing play has been brilliant, but most importantly, we have been unbelievably clinic in this game. Daniel Mayen, 4-0. Let's go. Come on. Get that one, Mayen. Oh my god, he split the defense away. Zaniolo on a hat-trick. He gets it. We've hit the finish too late, but still managed to find the back of the net. Hello. Is that the police? Yes. I'd like to report a crime scene at the San Siro. 5-0 against Barcelona. What a ball from Mayen. It is a beautiful finish again from Zaniolo. We are going to win the Champions League title in the most beautiful style imaginable. Barcelona with the ball here, trying to get themselves a consolation goal. They've done nothing attacking-wise in this game. That one's going to be a bicycle kick from Oyarzabal. That's their first opportunity of the game. Would have been a spectacular way to break the clean sheet. But we're going to kick the ball away and expect the referee's full-time whistle. What a performance it has been. 5-0 over Barcelona. There it is. The Los Angeles Galaxy have won the UEFA Champions League. Lads, what a rebuild it has been. Arguably one of the most intense, insane sides we have ever put together. If you enjoyed this rebuild and you're enjoying rebuilding so far, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe down below if you're new around here. I'll see you tomorrow for another one. It's been JarradHD here. I am out. Peace.